Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming back here to support your baby girl. To our returning subscribers, I say thank you, Dalu, Nango, the Eshigoni, and to our new family members, our new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining the family. Welcome. We hope that you've joined us. You also bring more people into the vineyard. Yes. In today's video, we'll be speaking about the ideal kind of family, like your ideal kind of family, Abisola's ideal kind of family, your ideal kind of family. So what is your ideal kind of family? What's your idea about family? How do you want your husband to be like? How do you want your wife to be like? How do you want your children to be like? What kind of in-laws do you want to have? How do you want to relate to your in-laws? How do you want them to relate to you? What kind of home do you want? How do you want to start your home? A lot of things that people really don't talk about before they jump into marriage. Now, here's why it's important to speak about these things. There are many things that people look over during relationship and culture that they don't speak about that eventually becomes issues when they get married. And this is what I mean that, say for instance, let's take for instance visitors visiting you as a family. How long do you want them to stay? Do you want them to call you before they come? There's some things that you really need to talk about before you get married. Say, I'm not the kind of person that likes people to come and just dump themselves on me. Just come on there and say, I'm just staying for long. You don't like family. Maybe a campus, I don't like family to just come and come to your nuclear family. Just like you and your family thing. If you don't talk about those things now and agree about it, you also may be the kind of person that grew up in a large family where uncle, aunt, everybody comes to live in the house, or maybe your wife too, she grew up in a family where plenty people used to live around them and they've grown to love that kind of life, and that's kind of life they want to have. If you don't speak about it, when you get into marriage, it will cause issues because maybe he or she does not see a reason why other family members do not live with you people, and you feel like, no, it's just me and my family. It's not bad to want it to be you and your family, but you have to speak about these things before marriage. But the problem is that a number of us, what we put in our head is always wedding. How is the wedding going to be? What's my wedding gown going to be like? The kind of tuxedo I'm going to wear? How my wedding is going to be late? This, that. We forget to talk about these crucial things. Also, how many children do you want to have? Have you spoken about it? Oh no, you've not spoken about it. As soon as you start a relationship, like I always say, whatever relationship you're starting, something that should be heading towards marriage. It shouldn't be a try and error thing. So once you're in that serious relationship, you should start talking about the number of children. Well, that thing can cause fight too. Okay, so some people want 4 children, some want 5, some want 2, some want 1. So you have to come to a consensus. You have to come to a place. So when I was talking about, I said something in my last video. I was talking about place of compromise, coming to each other's level. Maybe your husband wants 2 children, you want 4 children. You have to decide. Maybe both of you now say it's 3 you want, or maybe your husband will finally say, okay, both of you should have 4, or you will say, okay, let's have the 2. So all these things are things that should be spoken about. There are a lot of things that should be spoken about before marriage. A number of things. What kind of house do you want to live in? Where do you want to settle down? Your babe right now is living in Lagos, and you are working in Abuja. Where will you guys settle? Is it in Abuja, in Lagos, or you are coming to the middle? Maybe you are going to stay in Port Harcourt. Like, you really need to speak about this thing. Not that when it's getting to marriage, just say, wherever I will settle down. Okay, the wife is working in Lagos. Okay, should we start fighting? I'm not working in Lagos, so I'm collecting a better pay. You have to move down to me. These things are things you have to talk about and settle where you would settle down. By now, as you're in that relationship, you already know that, okay, this is where we're going to settle down. If you're not living in the same state, who is compromising? Who is coming to this person? What state are we going to live in? What kind of house are we starting? Are we starting with a 2-bedroom? Are we starting with a duplex? Are we going to be, if we're saying both of us are in Lagos, are we staying on the mainland? Are we staying on the island? Like, you have to decide these things because it will determine a lot of things. Where your wife is working should determine where you say, sincerely, if you ask me. Because I feel like the wife is the one that needs to be, I'm not being biased, I'm just saying that more consideration should be given to your wife in placing where you should live. You should be closer to where she works, sincerely, because especially in Lagos, the stress can be so much that I feel like more attention should be given to the wife, so she comes home early and then she can have more time to take care of the home. Not like taking care of the home depends more on women or something, but then I just feel that more consideration should be given to a woman in placement of where your home will be. My opinion. I'm not forcing that on anybody. Yeah, and so Also, other things you're supposed to discuss are how do you want to relate with in-laws? Can your in-laws just barging on you? What should be the relationship? What are you think you should keep from your in-laws? What should you tell your in-laws about? What should be the how do you spend on your in-laws? Do you talk about it? Are you having a joint account? Yes, that thing. We should talk about this one of these days. Are you going to have a joint account? Are you going to have separate accounts? Who's going to pay for this? How do you make payment? How do you pay for things? Do you come together in one percentage to pay for things? Who pays for what? See, they are not stupid discussions. So don't think that it's when you get into marriage you have to make all discussions. There are discussions that should be made even before marriage. They just make it easy. It's not like you talk about everything, but talk about most things. Talk about most things. Things you can already remember. This is the way I want to train my children. I feel my children should do this and that. This is where I think we should train our children. This is what I think. This is the things I saw in my parents' family that I don't like. This is what I saw in my in this and I don't like. I came from a broken home. I don't want to go into. Yes, speaking about that, in our next video, I'll be speaking about the impact of broken homes or the ideas we see in our parents, marriages, and families that might impact on our own marriages and relationships if we are not careful. Yes, in our next we'll talk about that. So to wrap this up, I will also say that whatever kind of family you want, you need to start confessing. Start confessing into the lives of your children. I hold my belly and I tell myself that the fruit of my womb is blessed. Children coming out of here are not vagabond. They're children of honor. You pray for your children. Start declaring into the lives of your husband from now. Yes, you are not married, but your future husband, start declaring into life. For those in a relationship and those not in a relationship, start declaring into the lives of your future partner. Males too, start declaring into the lives of your future wife and future. Start declaring what you want into the kind of home you want, how you want your home to be, how you want your in-laws to relate to you. Everything you want, confess is declared and it shall come to manifestation. Thank you for watching this far. I hope you learned something. If there's anything you feel like couples should talk about before they get married so that I didn't point out, please drop it in the comment section. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe because subscription is free and that completes Bikono. Subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Put on a notification bell so you can know whenever I drop a video. And don't forget to share. You know there is love in sharing. You know as a beginner I love you guys and there's nothing you can do about it. Kisses.